Do you remember when a few weeks ago I went to Arcadia and I bought some vintage ornaments, Christmas ornaments? Now this is going to be pretty big for what we're looking at here with this space. But do you believe they use this picture, because it's thick and cardboard, as packaging cardboard? Do you believe that? I've been meaning to show you this for some time. But it was like a secret surprise, and I was so taken back by just the vintage picture. Isn't it something so simple though? But I was so moved that it found me. So I couldn't let it be part of the garbage. I know, right? So anyway, this will probably end up finding its way into, guess what? My shabby chic journal. But I don't know. I have way too much that's getting set aside. So like Kelly, I'll probably end up making several journals out of the stuff that's there. But yeah, she's beautiful too, isn't she? How pretty it is. And I love how beat up and distressed it is. And they just cut it. Just cut. I don't know. I don't get it, how people can do that. Of course, you know, other people don't hold precious value to old stuff like some of us do in our craft. But anyway, that was one of the things that I wanted to show you. I'm going to end up making one long video, and I'm just going to chop this up. How's that sound? And then I'll post it to a couple of my different playlists on YouTube. But this I'll set aside for a minute. We have a couple of different Goodwills that are really, really super close. And I get an opportunity to pop in there real quick every now and again. These I all got on the same day, and the color that day was yellow. So that means that everything that I got was half price. So this was part of a, I want to say twin bed sheet. I already tore it. Because I have some of the other part of the fabric set with my eco dye stuff, because I usually put textiles or fabrics in there too. But isn't this so pretty? I'll stop fussing for a moment so you can see it. But yeah, it's just the end of a twin sheet, and I tore it here so you can see it to make it a little more manageable. It's catching on something here. And these strings, kind of like Betty does, I save them. So I'll pull them so they're not quite so unruly, but then I put them in a little Ziploc. Okay, now I started something I can't stop. Sorry. But yeah, I think I have, oh, this one has. So then I end up with Ziplocs full of strings that I later find uses for in homes, and they just do a little bit of embellishing. But yeah, isn't that pretty? So it was a twin sheet that I got for $1.50 because it was half off. And these I got all on the same day. This here is, I'm not sure, probably a little tablecloth for maybe for a dresser or something. I don't know if you can see it how I'm unfolding it, but it's like one square and it's got holes in it. Isn't that pretty though? But this one was only 99 cents, so that means I got it for 50 cents. Can you believe that? 50 cents. So I don't know what I'll do with it. It'll just go in the pile with all my other textiles. So I don't know if I'll, do something with my eco dye with it, or if it'll find a coffee bath and just be part of a journal cover. I don't know. So anyway, 50 cents. for that. And this is a pillow sham. So it's got buttonholes in it already. So that could be some kind of closure for a journal or a pocket. Isn't this pretty though? Nice vintage, soft colors. But it's, yeah, it's a pillow sham. So the other side is just all kind of solid. It's got a couple of little panels that are sewn together. But the back side has buttonholes. There are no buttons on it, so someone already stole the buttons. But man, have I got buttons, so I'm not worried about the buttons. But yeah. And this was also half off for $1. So that was a pretty good day at the thrift store. I think I was there for like a whole 15 minutes too. I just got my few items, especially when with the color, and I left. Because I just didn't have time to hang out. But anyway, those are my haul from the Goodwill. And then I have a very dear friend that has a shop in a flea market, and she gave me these. They were just kind of hanging on the side of what she was doing, and she just said, "Do you ever use these?" And I said, "Sure." So she just threw them in my bag. Can you see them? So I'm going to throw this over with my boho beads and use them over with my boho stuff, I think. So I'll just snip them all apart and use them to, twist and turn around like bracelets and the beads, and that's a whole video in the making all on its own. And then this is, I can't even describe what this is. It's absolutely gorgeous, but it's like a table runner. She said it was like a shawl or a table runner, but if you can see, I'm not sure how it's coming up on camera, but the way that it's faded, it looks like it was probably on maybe the back of some kind of armoire, or what were those big ones that were called that had like dishes and stuff like that, the real long ones. My grandmother had one, but the way it's faded, it kind of looks like stuff was sitting on top of it. You know how it was like it would have had like a little candelabra or old bowls or stuff sitting on top of it. But each end has this beading on it. So there's one on this end and there's one on this end. Isn't that gorgeous? And when I told her, she just found out that I make journals. And she looked at me and she goes, "You're going to cut this up, aren't you?" And it's like, yeah, probably. Is that okay? And I didn't know if she was going to sell it to me knowing that I was going to cut it up. Isn't it gorgeous though? And all these are like, you can kind of see that they're like hand stitched. So all the beading and the flowers, they're all like separate little appliques that are stitched on individually. Even these little sequins, it looks like the beads were added kind of after the fact, like the little fabric underneath it was there. But look at, see, you can kind of see. So yeah, I'm gonna cut it. These aren't beads though. This is almost like a stitched little, I don't know if they call it like a brocade, but there's a little metallic thread, and every so often there's like a little sequin, but this isn't beaded, so it should be able to cut really easy. It's like a netting over fabric, and that fabric underneath is what's kind of spotty with the way it's faded. I just thought it was absolutely gorgeous. and I'm not sure how long I'm going to hoard it before I really do cut it. If I had the appropriate piece of furniture, I would probably display it for a while first. It's just beautiful. So hopefully that's coming across on camera. So anyway, that's that piece. And would you believe, when she originally had this for sale in her shop, she had it at like $140. But it had been marked down, marked down, marked down. Now it's all faded. And I got it for $40. Can you believe that? I got this for $40. So she might see this. She just kind of discovered that I had YouTube. We've been friends a long time, but we kind of lost touch a little bit. So hopefully she'll see it. It's beautiful. But look how it's faded. I just can't get over it. I keep looking at it. Sorry. All right, so moving on to the next thing that I was gonna, and I think, nope, that's not everything. So those of you who, if anybody is still here from the very beginning, I feel like I've been talking all afternoon. At work, one of my co-workers actually got a box of candy, and the last piece was offered to me. It was actually a coffee truffle, and they didn't like coffee. So I, of course, love coffee, and they offered it to me with the box, and I took the box too. They didn't care. But it's a perfect box that what I'll probably do is one of my future journals is I'll decorate the box so that they will go together. Isn't that kind of like almost a perfect size? And then this little book I got at a yard sale, roadside yard sale, last weekend, going to some friend's house where we carved the pumpkins. So, but this little book, isn't it cute? It's tiny, but I love the size, and it actually fits in that box without giving it too much forethought. But look at, discarded. It's a little book that was basically thrown away from a library, but someone rescued it, and then I bought it, and here it is. But these little pages, it's so cute. Birdland. So this is, I don't know if you can kind of see it or not, but it's like embossed. So if I were to go over it with like some of our distress inks, it would kind of be a little more present. But that's the only ornamentation. So I don't know if this will be, oh geez, the book that finds its way into here. It is small enough, and it would give it room to kind of grow. I might have to, you know, expand on the binding a little bit, or the spine. But it fits, so if I put like laces and stuff on it and it gets a little bit of alligator mouth going on, it would fit. And then I would decorate the box to match. So, I think that's everything as far as like my show and tell. Oh, this I didn't show you. Can you see it? So, isn't that awesome? This was $1 at the Goodwill. So on one of my little jaunts there, I'm not sure how you can see it. It's, oh, there it is. It just caught up on my feed. It's just a cute little vase. But when I do my staging for pictures and stuff for my Etsy items, I like to have little stuff like that. But I think that's all I got. I don't know how long I've been talking, but it's been an awful long time. Oh, I do have another something to show you. The office that I work in is an integrated medical office, and they have x-ray envelopes, and they were being discarded. So the x-rays were being shredded, the envelopes were being tossed, you know, they take off all the personal stuff, and they were going in the garbage. Well, guess who got a stack of them? I do. I got them. So, yep. Do I know exactly what I'm going to do with them yet? No. But I got them. So they're big though. So I have the opportunity to make a fairly good sized journal with all of them. You know what I mean? In fact, I think I probably would have to cut them down. I don't even know. And then the only other thing I have that I was going to maybe talk about. No, I don't have anything else. That's it. I'm done. So thank you for the few who are still here. I totally appreciate you spending a little time with me. It's been a long time since I've been on. And I apologize for that. But now I'm going to go edit and make a couple videos out of this probably. Or just do some recording for my YouTube. So remember, those of you who promised that you would go watch it. Uh-oh, someone just joined. I'm sorry, I'm all done. So anyway, yeah, that's all I got for now. Allison, you have a wonderful day too. I totally appreciate you being here. And Cheryl, and whoever else is still here, I'm not sure. But just those that are just pouncing in, just watch the replay. I got a lot to show you. I'll talk to you later. Alrighty. Bye-bye, girls. Talk to you soon. Oh, I can't even talk. I need some water. Take care.